This is the BLUETTI AC50B portable power station. My first impression was that it looks like a compact cube with rounded edges and a tough, dark gray shell. It feels solid for something that weighs about 14.8 pounds, and it shrugs off scuffs and light splashes. The handle is integrated on top, which I like, but it sits a little toward the back. When I grab it one-handed, the balance tips slightly. It's secure, just not the most comfortable carry for longer walks. Key features that stood out right away: 448Wh of life PO4 battery, which is the safer, long-life chemistry rated for thousands of cycles. 2 pure sine wave AC outlets rated for 700 WT continuous, with short surges up to 1000 WT using powerlifting. 2 65 WT USB-C ports that can fast charge laptops. 1 15 WT USB-A, and a 12-volt/10 amp car port for fridges and inflators. The front LCD is bright and readable outside, showing input, output, and battery percentage, with a runtime estimate that's been pretty accurate for me. The buttons are responsive, though the on-screen icons took me a day to fully get. Once I learned the taps and long presses, switching eco mode, toggling AC/DC, and enabling Bluetooth became second nature. From my experience, the charging story is one of the biggest wins. There's an internal charger, so I just plug a standard AC cord into the side. No power brick to lug around. If I need a quick top-up, turbocharging via the app feeds up to about 580 WT and gets it from 0 to around 80% in roughly 45 minutes. That's perfect before a last-minute trip or when I need it ready during storm season. I've also charged it from a car and from a 100 WT solar panel. On a clear day, a 100 WT panel can bring it back over the course of the day. I plan for roughly up to 6 hours depending on sun and orientation. Pass-through charging is supported, so I can run my gear while the station itself is refilling. Eco mode helps by shutting off outputs when there's no load, which cuts idle drain. I use it at home as a lightweight backup. I've run my Wi-Fi router, modem, and a lamp with no hiccups during brief outages. The transfer is quick enough that my connection stays up, and my desktop has ridden through short blips without a restart. Noise has been impressively low. The fan only spins up under heavier loads or during fast charging, and even then it's a soft hum in the background. In my opinion, this makes it easy to live with in a bedroom or office. I've watched TV on it too. A mid-size LED TV with a soundbar and set-top box didn't stress it, and it handled the varying load of bright scenes just fine. I also tested a CPAP without the humidifier. It ran for a chunk of the night before I needed to recharge. That kind of runtime is valuable in an emergency, but your exact hours will depend on your settings and the model you use, so always check your device's watt draw. For everyday household stuff, I've powered fans, LED lights, a soldering iron, a glue gun, and a small rice cooker within its wattage limits. A high-speed blender spiked over 800 watts at startup, and then settled closer to 400 watts while blending. The AC50B handled that surge without tripping. A travel kettle around 500 to 600 watts works, just takes a bit longer to boil. Space heaters and hair dryers are where you hit the wall. Anything that stays over 700 watts will shut it down pretty quickly, which is expected. Outdoors is where I've had the most fun with it. It's perfect for car camping and road trips. I've run a 12-volt portable fridge at around 60 watts to keep drinks and food cold for a few hours, then use the remaining capacity to charge phones, a tablet, and a Bluetooth speaker. Being able to plug 2 laptops straight into the 65-watt USB-C ports is clutch. No bulky adapters, no juggling chargers. One evening I set up a small projector and a speaker for a movie Under the Stars. We got through the film and still had plenty left for lighting the campsite. The screen backlight is easy to dim or switch off, so it doesn't attract bugs at night. I appreciate that it's quiet, so I'm not that person with a loud generator ruining the vibe. I took it on a workday by the river experiment. 2 laptops, a portable monitor, and a hotspot. The AC50B ran that setup for a few hours while I kept an eye on the LCD's runtime estimate. The unit stayed cool, the fan cycled lightly, and I wrapped up with enough charge left to top up a drone battery. That experience sold me on using it for remote shoots and pop-up workstations. It's compact enough, at 11 by 7.9 by 8.7 inches, to slide under a camp table or stash behind a car seat. For emergencies, it's a reliable safety net. During a summer outage, I ran a fan for most of the evening and kept the phones charged. The ability to fast charge from grid or a generator afterward means I can get it back to 80% quickly and be ready for the next round. I've also tested a small oxygen concentrator, around 120 watts, for a few hours on this battery, which made me feel better about having a backup plan. If I ever need more capacity for longer events, there's an optional B80 expansion battery from BLUETTI to extend runtime without moving to a bigger, heavier station. Not everything is perfect. The handle's rear bias makes it a bit awkward to carry one-handed for any distance. At almost 15 pounds, I wouldn't hype with it. This is more for car camping, tailgates, and around-the-house backup. The interface is clean, but the icons aren't obvious at first, so I had a brief learning curve. I also ran into a minor Bluetooth pairing hiccup on day one. It connected on the second try and has been stable since, but I tend to leave Bluetooth off when I'm not using the app. 2 AC outlets are enough most of the time, though I sometimes add a small power strip for convenience. Just keep your total draw under 700 watts. If you're new to this type of gear, a few quick definitions help. Watt-hours, or WH, is the battery's total energy. With 448 WH, a 100W device runs for roughly 4 hours before accounting for conversion losses. Pure sine wave means the AC power is clean and safe for sensitive electronics like laptops and TVs. Surge wattage is a short burst to handle a device's startup spike, like a motor or blender. Pass-through means the station can charge and discharge at the same time. Eco mode shuts off the output if there's no load detected, saving power. LiFePO4 is a long-life, stable battery chemistry, which is why this unit is rated for thousands of cycles. From my experience, the AC50B hits that sweet spot of portable yet capable. It's small enough to bring along without a second thought, and strong enough to power the gear I actually use: routers, fans, lights, laptops, cameras, CPAPs without humidifiers, mini fridges, and small kitchen appliances. The build feels sturdy, the ports are arranged logically up front, and the 4 rubber feet keep it planted on a table. It's splash-resistant enough that I don't panic over a few raindrops. The app is handy for turning outputs on and off from the chair by the campfire or from the couch. It's perfect for people who want dependable power for camping, road trips, and short outages, but don't want the bulk, fumes, or noise of a gas generator. In my opinion, it's a practical pick for anyone who values quick wall charging, clean AC output, and flexible ports in a compact body. I'd recommend this for weekend campers, remote workers, homeowners who just need to keep essentials on during storms, and creators who want a silent power source on location. In conclusion, the BLUETTI AC50B has earned a permanent spot in my kit. It charges fast, runs quietly, and powers the things I care about without fuss. I've learned its limits, and within those, it's been rock solid. If your needs are similar, light to medium loads with occasional surges, easy carry, and the option to recharge from solar, this is an easy device to trust. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more real-world gear tests and leave a comment with your questions or your own experience with portable power. Thank you for watching.